Bingo, bango. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Good morning, you wonderful humans. We have a comment in the chat, which I'm going to read real quick, and then we can get to it. Get to it. Huh. Okay, only because that's not related to what we do, I'm going to delete that right there from the chat. And I'm just going to do a little, boom. And there we go. All right. Good morning, you wonderful humans. I hope you've enjoyed these lo-fi beats coming over the top. We'll take a second and we'll just. All right. We have vibed. And goodbye beats. All right. It is Friday. My name is Seth Spicer, and this is the Connected Community Health Support free workout video. It's our exercise live stream, as you can probably tell from our caption at the top. This is the lifestyle health business designed to help you lose weight and provide support for you in a stigma free way. What is a stigma free way? Well, it's not using things like words, certain verbiage that might make you feel less inclined to exercise without you ever realizing it. So, for example, some people might say, hey, you need more self discipline to lose weight and not be so obese. And that's just rude, really, when you think about it. And that's not going to help anybody institute any real change. So we're coming in and we're eliminating all of the barriers to weight loss. We're removing all of the stigma from weight loss to try and help you reach your weight loss goal with as little resistance and as little frustration as possible. We also said, hey, financial barriers should not be a restrictor to your health. We made this exercise stream completely free, and a lot of our services are completely free for that reason as well. So, with that said, all you're going to need today for your workout for day number 76 is your able body, a little bit of room to roam, and maybe some water, which, as I always have present right here. Hydrate or dehydrate. Water is good for the soul. Cool. Next up, as usual, we have made this workout program as individualizable. I'm going to move this to full screen. I'm going to click here to move this to full screen. As individualizable as possible. But please talk with your physician before beginning any exercise program, because we want to make sure that you are absolutely safe in anything that you do. There's our live schedule. We go 7:30 a.m., noon, 5:30 p.m., and 7:30 a.m. again, Eastern time. I am usually the Monday guy, but because of Labor Day, I ended up going to Friday this week. So now you're seeing my bright and shining face this Friday. Things might be changing because I got a new job as an athletic trainer. So we'll see what that schedule entails. I still have to talk to the guys about that and see what's going to be able to happen. So without further ado, we are very close to getting all of our systems and operations, health coaching, you name it, all up and online. I hope you're looking forward to that. And I bet you're even more so looking forward to getting strong this morning with connected community health support. So I'll shut up and I'll get to the workout and I'll get a warm up with you on board. All right, let's get strong. Tell your friends. Let's do it. Bum 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 bum. All right, we're going to start off with our warm up, per usual, starting from the top, going down. That's actually the inverse of what we usually do, but go with the flow. Starting with some neck circles. Just going to do about 10, 7 to 10 each direction. Oh, if you haven't noticed, I have a little bit of a stuffy nose. Other direction. Go ahead and switch it up. I blame it on the seasons changing. Confirmed, not the cavernous. So I'm not saying the C word. Late but reporter for fitness, fourth dimension. We are just getting started with the show. Good morning from my end. Happy afternoon from your end. Good to see you. Welcome. Glad you joined in just in time. We just finished our neck circles. Go ahead, crank them around, and we will get to it. In fact, because of the delay, you've probably already done your neck circles. Sweet. Cool. So instead then, we're going to move on to our shoulder circles. You all know the deal with a good shoulder circle. Go ahead and circle them around. Expanding your chest. Reaching that full range of motion. Forward, up, back, down, forward, back, down. And switch directions. Now we're doing a nice breaststroke forward without taking out our nice light. A couple times throughout the stream, I've absolutely decimated our ceiling fan. Our ceiling fan will now be named Desi from this point forward. Hit Desi again. Great. Desi for decimated. Next up, we're moving to our T-spine rotations together this morning. You can take both your feet and hips, face them forward. Both palms together as if you're praying. Point them out in front of you. Breathe in. Breathe out and rotate your left hand towards the back wall. Following your left hand with your eyes. Breathe in. Repeat on the other side. Breathe in. Repeat on the other side. Trying to keep your hips facing forward. If you like the standing option, please continue with these 5 to 7 more. If you want something different, fourth dimension, feel free to go down to your hands and knees on all fours. I'm going over where you can actually see me. Right here, hands and knees all four. You're going to want to reach underneath you and then reach up to the sky. Reach underneath you, thread the needle, reach up to the sky. The floor actually having contact with your knees blocks your hips. And by blocking your hips, you get more rotation at the T-spine. Awesome stuff, Seth. I know. I do this for a living. So next up, now that we've taken a couple more seconds to do our T-spine rotations, what are we going to do? We're going to obviously move on down to our hips. Awesome. We love hip exercises. And we'll do these ones standing. I'm going to put this on the table with no coaster because I have no disregard for anything. If Sydney wanted to watch this stream, she'd be upset. If you watch the stream, you can find out. But you aren't because you're sleeping. Next up, hip exercises. Let's do some hacky sack skips this morning, which is just external and internal rotation at the hip. We're going to do those together as if we have our hacky sack. And we're trying to keep it up in the air. Just go ahead and do 7 to 10 of these each side, and then we'll do some leg swings. All right? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Go ahead and switch sides. Want to keep the hands at the hips to make sure you don't rotate from the hips. Happy Face, good morning. We got a whole crew in here this morning. We got Fourth, we got Happy Face. It is a good morning, Happy Face. It is a good morning indeed. Let me come in close here. Yep, that's a good day. Oh, we're going to do some ankle circles and leg swings, all right, while I read this. I went to my local self-defense gym and asked if I could take 2 classes today. They said, no, you can take 1, though. Oh, man. Oh, that's, wow. All right. That's good. Oh, that's good. All right, here we are. Leg swings, forward and back. Happy Face is in the camp. Fourth dimension is out there somewhere. Fourth, if you can hear me, if you're not AFK, are you from Great Britain again? I cannot remember. Let me know if you're listening in the chat. Whew. We're all doing leg swings together. Go ahead and switch sides. Here we are. All right. And lastly, we'll take a second and we'll do some ankle circles. I'm running a little high today. I can probably change that here in a second. But for the meantime, we're just going to do some ankle circles in the air, 10 each direction. And that should be a good enough start to get us going. Happy face. While you were hitting your warm-up, while you were hitting your warm-up, I'm going to back up the camera. Hello. Down a little bit. Back a little bit. All right, let's try that. Oh. All right, that should give us a much better view of the stage. And yes, of course, the stage is just my completely messy couch cushions, a drum set, and a nice little TV here with a screen blacking out the back corner. Why? Because A, I can't afford a professional studio. B, neither can most Americans. Because why would you? Because we just don't prioritize that stuff, right? We want it to make health and fitness practical and accessible. So we're starting by showing you that you can do that right inside your home, okay? This is where you're going to be doing it. This is where I'm going to be doing it. Frankly, this is where most people are going to be exercising. So instead of having a fancy studio, we do it right in home to make you feel connected. Too punny for my needs. We'll get started with the workout now because I'm embarrassed about that pun. Connected community health support, make you feel connected. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're getting on to our free workout now this morning. We're going to have it always present down here at the bottom. I will keep track of time. We're going through 6 sets of 8 exercises, 35 seconds worth of work, 25 seconds worth of rest. It's going to be a full body workout requiring none of this equipment stuff that you might traditionally need to work out. None of that. That was actually a 16-pound shot put when I thought it was a light med ball, and it really caught me off guard. None of that equipment is needed. No experience is needed. Just the will to have a great day, a great workout, and to begin to change your life and defy the odds, as we say at Connected Community Health Support. If you're just following for the first time, stick around. You can only do 3 sets if you want. We'll have a halftime in between where you can say, that was good for my first day. If you've been here before, like Happy Face Candle in the chat, or Fourth Dimension, both of our fond community members of CCHS, then stick around, try and do the whole thing. The intensity is self-gauged, which means if you start not being able to keep up with the conversation with me, if you start sweating bullets and thinking you can't go on, that's okay. That's absolutely all right. Gauge the intensity down. We want a low to moderate intensity the whole time, like you're going for a brisk walk or a slow jog. And that will be the area where you burn primarily fat as a substrate, all right? And that's what we're all about, all right? We're trying to lose weight by burning fat, and we've designed this specifically from all of our years of education to make sure that you can do that with the least amount of stress, the most consistency, and with the most sustainable lifestyle. And that's what we are all about, a lifestyle, health, and fitness stream. Let's get to the workout today. It's down at the bottom. We have a single leg body weight hinge, lateral raises, a D1 movement pattern, toe taps. We have a lateral squat or a bilateral squat. We all know what a push-up is from the wall or the floor. A D2 movement pattern, which instead of being from pocket to sky, is shield to backhand. Okay? Shield, kiss the bicep to backhand. And we'll do that bent over so that we have a little bit more resistance. All right, always want to be gravity resistant. And it kind of feels cool, I'm not going to lie. I always kiss the bicep just to feel a little bit cooler while I do this. You should too. Just give it a shot. Trust me, it's worth it. And then, of course, after the D2, we have one of my favorite exercises. We are boxing. I love a good shadow box. Makes my shoulders feel terrible, but my mind feel great. Let's get to it. Starting in 10 seconds, we'll start with the hinge pattern. In all of those exercises, we have covered our entire body. Hinge, starting in 3, 2, 1. With me, just a floor touch. If you can, go with a single leg variation, which looks, instead of with 2 legs, looks like this. 1 leg kicking back into the couch wall surface behind you. And of course, we are alternating with the legs, pulling the hips forward each time. And pick the variation that feels best for you. Time with that exercise. We're in it now. No going back now, all right? Commit to at least 3 sets with me. I know 4th is out there somewhere. I know Happy Face isn't going to break a sweat for the next 35 minutes because she's been here since day -1. And we have one more viewer in the chat, it looks like. Welcome, day 76, Connected Community Health Support. As I'm starting to say more and more often, join the movement, not just in exercise, but in lifestyle health. Lateral raises starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Arms up to the side and down. Yes, these are Flappy Birds. These are my favorite exercise. Anytime I say that something is my favorite exercise, know that there's a caveat, and that if it's not Flappy Birds, I did not mean it. Yes, I can have multiple favorite exercises. All right. 3, 2, 1, and time. Time goes fast here. We cut it in half so that it's more active, so that you can feel more engaged. So we can switch it up a little bit. All right. Next up, we have the D1 movement pattern. That is sword in the pocket, point it to the sky. Yes, you want your palm facing away from you as if you're grabbing the inside of a sword. And then you rotate it so your palm is facing behind you once you're at the top. That causes internal and external rotation. Fun fact of the day. I'm doing doubles at the same time. You can do one at a time if you like. 3, 2, 1, begin. Double pocket up to the sky. Different hand on top each time for this guy. And we're just doing this together. Reach across, sword to the sky. And this one should feel good. If you think you can ever top a joke in the chat, feel free to try. Happy Face. I don't think anybody can do it, but it's worth a shot. Time with the D1 movement pattern. That was exercise number 3. We are already cooking through this workout. If you're just joining, welcome. Full body, free workout, completely aerobic with no experience required. Completely beginner friendly. None of this equipment stuff that you usually need to work out. Just follow along, give us a follow, and join us in our mission to join the movement, defy the odds, and become a little healthier. Next up, we have toe taps. Go ahead and stand up. Just going to touch our toes, just like so. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. It's like a high knee, but you're also crunching down to reach your toes. If you want to do them with 2 hands, I think that is easiest. Make sure you come back to a tall standing position each time. And if you can only touch your knee, that is fine too. Time to that exercise. Sip of water. Someone at home saying, "Go off, King." All right. Now, per usual, if you aren't already following us, feel free to give us a follow. Every time we stream, take it as a personal reminder to improve your lifestyle health, to become mindful of your thoughts and actions. Next up, lateral squats or bilateral in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Squat with me. Of course, you can go to any depth that you like. This is bilateral squat. You can go to full depth. You can go to a quarter depth. Or if you want, you can join me in the lateral squat if you're feeling good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with the lateral squats. We're moving on to the push-up. Push-up can be from where? Well, that's a great question. Push-up can be from anywhere. It can be from the floor, it can be from the couch, or it can be from the door over there. I found my umbrella. The door over here looks like this. The couch or, desktop, countertop looks like this, or from the floor with your hands or knees. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. And of course, the lower you go, the more difficult it becomes. Keep working. Go ahead and begin. I don't know if I said get started or not, but we're starting. We are going. We are working. A few more. 3, 2, 1. And time with that exercise. And now we have the famed D2 movement pattern. You saw D1 and you said, wait a minute, is there a D2? To which we said, yes. D2, kiss the bicep, backhand your friend. Kiss the bicep, backhand your friend. Do it in a bent over position. Kiss the bicep, backhand your friend. And we're going to alternate sides. In a stable position, forearms on thighs. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Kiss your bicep, backhand. Kiss your bicep, backhand. And we're going to repeat that on each side. Backhand, kiss bicep. Go ahead, join me. If you haven't already, I guess I should be more mindful myself as to when I start the time. There we go. And this way, of course, we're doing gravity resisted. We're fighting gravity together. And this is an upper body PNF pattern. Physical therapists out there, give me a shout out. Time. Woo! Feeling good. Our upper body is moving naturally as it should. And now we can move on to my personal favorite, boxing. All right. Alternating singles today. 1, 2, like so. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. 1, 2. 1, 2. Just hit him with the left, right. Keep the core stable as you do it. Keep the hands high as you do it. Keep jabbing. Keep jabbing. 3, 2, 1. Time with the boxing. That is the end of set number 1 this morning. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling strong because you're already 1/6 of the way through the workout, maybe 1/3 of the way through the workout if you have to dip at halftime. Now, halftime, I'll also take as an opportunity to talk about our mindset pillar. We love that. We have a pillar each week to complement our lifestyle, health, fitness stream. Stick around for that. I promise you that is just as valuable as the actual fitness stream is. Cool. We're going back to the top. So we finished over there. Now we're going back right there. All right. Single leg hinge starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Here we go together. Single leg deadlift. If you want to do a double legged deadlift, a floor touch, that is swimmingly awesome too. Don't worry about my grammar. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Beautiful. We're back to the lateral raises. We love a good lateral raise. Now, in the lateral raise, I like to throw out a special shout out. Lateral raise, left arm sweep. Wow, left arm sweep. Left sleeve up for the lat raise. I'll pretend like I'm talking about some cool anatomy term right here to try and get more people involved before we start the lateral raise. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Left sleeve up for the lateral raise. Here we are. These are going to work our intermediate delts, anterior delts, a little bit of posterior delts. One of our rotator cuff muscles, supraspinatus, actually does a lot of elevation throughout the entire bit. throughout the entire bit of, what is this? Vertical abduction. Time with that exercise, left sleeve going back down. Next up, we have our D1 movement pattern. I forgot what a D1 movement pattern is. That's great. Seth is here to remind you. A D1 movement pattern is like you are a knight. You're grabbing your sword, putting it in the sheath, pulling it out, pointing it to the sky, and we're going to do that with both hands. All right. Again, completely equipment-free bodyweight version to work your shoulders. Starting with me in 3, 2, 1, begin. Take the sword, desheath it, point it to the sky. Repeat that with the other arm, back and forth. I'm going to do double arm 2 at the same time because I want a little bit more of a workout. Feel free to do 1 at a time yourself. 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. If you're just joining, welcome. Hit that follow button to get reminders to improve your lifestyle health for absolutely free. We have tons of free content on our website at connectedchs.com. And of course, I can put that up. Wait for it. Boom, right there. Ah, wonderful. No, I'm not going to keep that up for more than 5 seconds because, well, we have a workout to get to. Cool. Next up, we have our toe taps. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Just reaching down to our toes, stand tall, touch the toe. If you can't, get as close as you can, and that is completely satisfactory. If you want to reach out in front, you can do that. You can do a little cross the body, toe tap if you like. 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Again, we throw multiple variations at you such that you can pick the one that feels best for you. That is how you start to get a sustainable exercise program. Revolutionary idea, right? Have some fun with the CCHS guys in the morning or afternoon or evening, or on YouTube and replay at connectedchs.com. Tons of options, really. Whatever works best for you to remove all of the barriers to exercise. Next up, squats, starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Squat with me. Just little squats. If you want to go deeper, you may. If you can go to full depth, you absolutely may. And if you can go to full depth, perhaps try the lateral squats with me. Moving the weight onto a single leg and standing up, pushing the butt back, and then standing up. All right. Time with that. We're moving right along, getting a nice full body workout. And of course, you can't have a full body workout without working your chest, getting your chest muscles nice and strong. Maybe some tricep in there too. You can do the push-ups from the floor, from the door, or from our old friend, Coucho. Maybe you've got a countertop, whom you can also call Coucho for irony. I'm going to try the floor this time, and we're going to start together in 3, 2, 1. Ready, begin. Here we are. I'm going from the knees because my wrist is feeling a little funky today. Keep it going. 7, 6. Just push the floor away. 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Now we could go 3 sets of 70 seconds, but nobody wants to do 70 seconds worth of push-ups. And I can guarantee you that 35 seconds worth of squats doesn't feel as good as 70 seconds worth of squats. It also keeps us aerobic because we don't want to enter that anaerobic phase of exercise where you start to feel that burn, right? That means that you're entering the lactic phase, which means you're using glycolysis, which means you're burning carbohydrates, which means we're not burning as much fat as possible, folks. Science. Next up, we have the D2 movement pattern. Starting with me in 3, 2, 1, begin. Kiss the bicep, high five behind you. Kiss the bicep, high five behind you. All right. Go ahead and join me. Bicep behind. Kiss the bicep, put it behind. And I like to alternate with that too. If you can, kiss the bicep, high five behind. And that's going to work a whole bunch of different muscles. Time with the D2PNF pattern. Slowly but surely working our whole body, leaving us to exercise number 8. And again, this is my absolute favorite. Remember what I said about the Flappy Birds. Don't forget it. My absolute favorite. This is boxing number 8. Standing, hips facing forward, starting in 3, 2, 1. Swing with me. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Keep it moving now. Keep the hands high. If you want to go double time a little faster, this is all up to you to gauge your own intensity. 3, 2, 1, time. Get out of here, set number 2. We don't want you anymore. We want set number 3. We've got ourselves 30 seconds. Grab some water. Take a couple deep breaths. Say, hey, pat yourself in the back. Good job for joining this morning. Good job for getting moving a little bit. If you have any questions during this time, now is a perfect time to shoot them into the chat, and I would be more than happy to answer all of your questions. I've got a bachelor's degree in athletic training, a master's degree in exercise science, and way more certifications than I could use in my entire life. So ask away, and I will help away. Back to the top, set number 3, floor touch, starting in 3, 2, run back to the space, 1, begin. Here we go. Floor touches together. That's just the deadlift. This is a hinge. Pushing your butt back, keeping your back straight. And if you want, of course, as I said, you can do a single leg variation. 3, 2, 1, and time with that. It goes so fast. It doesn't feel like you're doing anything. And then one morning you wake up and you're fit and you're down 20 pounds. That easy, right? Well, that's why we also do nutritional intervention, because it's not easy, but if you stick with us, it will be sustainable and it will be long-term and you will be healthier. All right. Lateral raises, my absolute favorite exercise, unquestionably. Here we are. Lateral raises starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Here we are. If you've been with us since day 1, you know that it only has gotten better. We actually now know how to have the routine on bottom. We have ring lights. We have timers. We have all this enthusiasm. We have shirts. We have community members. Stick with us. We'll get you there. 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. What's that? You want a different shoulder exercise? Something that's going to work a little bit more external rotators? Okay. Something that's going to work the back? You want to fill out the back part of your shoulder? Feel a little more strong in there? Okay. All right. D1 movement pattern. Again, taking the sword. You are a knight, dual wielding swords. Boom. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Ready. Begin. Grab them. Desheath. Here we are. Keep it working. Keep it going. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Wow. First single leg hinge, I can't balance enough to lift it, but I just realized the leg is, just relax the leg so it's loose. Maybe toes only. Makes a noticeable difference. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great idea. Actually, just having them like so, just dangling in the back, is a great variation that I enjoy. I'm glad that you found that helpful as well, Happy Face. That's awesome. Next up, toe taps like a march, but touching your toes. 3, 2, 1, begin. Here we are. Stand tall, crunch down, touch the toes. Careful not to knee yourself in the chin, in the chinny chin chin. All right, 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Beautiful, beginner-friendly, body weight, full body workout. We're cranking through them here. Next up, we have a lateral squat, or you can do a regular squat, whatever feels most comfortable for you. All right. And of course, stick around to the end of set number 3. This is set number 3. In here, in just a couple minutes, we'll have halftime. We'll talk about our tidbits for the week and our mindset pillar. Mwah, beautiful. Squats starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Bilateral squats if it feels good for you. Feel free to go to full depth if you can. Or, of course, you may join me in the lateral squats, which look like this. Going side to side, sitting in a chair. And that's all a squat really is. Good practice for sitting in a chair. Time with that exercise. Again, Happy Face points out often things that work better for her. And if you ever have something that you would like to share with the community, please do not hesitate to throw it over there into the chat. Because if you found something that works for you, it might work for a lot of other people. When I say might, working exercise for a long time, that is a probably. All right. Next up, we just did our squats. We're moving to our push-ups together. I'm going from the floor. Again, please use the door or the couch if you'd like. Starting in 3, 2, 1, ready, begin. Here we are. Push-ups, push-ups together. Yeah. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. A lot of us feel frustrated. We constantly want to make a change in our life. We go a week and then we realize that something happens, either triggers us to fall off course or we just naturally fall off course. If you just do one thing, and that is show up here consistently, you can reach your goals. All right. Connected Community Health Support is here to help you defy the odds, to help you join the movement, right? And actually reach your goals. And we will support you in a stigma-free way the entire time. Just join us, just show up, and we'll get you there. All right. D2 movement pattern. Kiss the bicep, give your friend a high five. Kiss the bicep, give your friend a high five. Starting in 3, 2, 1, ready. From the bent over position, begin. Kiss the bicep, high five. Kiss the bicep, high five. Keep it going, high five. Kiss the bicep, high five. We're just almost like we're doing a sprinter exercise. Across the body, high five. Kiss the bicep. Trust me, it's so much better. So much better. You feel really good about yourself when you give yourself a little bit of self-love here. All right. And time with that exercise. Beautiful. Next up, the last thing before our break, we have some boxing. And we're going to do doubles. We're going to do left, left, right, right. It's going to be 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay? Starting in 3, 2, 1. Join me now. Begin. Left, left, right, right. Left, left, right, right. 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 1, 2, 2. Keep the hands high. 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 1, 2, 2. Keep it going. Keep it going. Last one before the break. Gauge the intensity to what feels good for you. Here we are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time with that exercise. Go ahead, grab your water. I'm over here. Grab yourself some actual water, not coffee. We're in halftime right now, which means we can take a second, catch our breath. Do whatever you have to do. Blow your nose, maybe. beautiful, disgusting, right on stream. And now we are ready to maintain and defeat our allergies. And defy the odds, you know, the usual stuff. So which means this is now, God, hold on a second. Oh my goodness. This is halftime. And we are also defeating the sun. Defeating the sun, it looks like. We're going to get started with round number 2 of our free bodyweight exercise program in just a wee little bit. But first, of course, we're giving you time to roll in here, catch your breath. If you're just joining us, go ahead and get started. Get ready to move, get warmed up. While you're doing that, I'm going to go through and I'm going to give you the tidbits, my usual good stuff. The quote of the week: you can't change and become somebody else in the future unless you start becoming a little better at being that future person today. That's from Richie Norton. Basically, there's often a disconnect. There's often a disconnect between who you want to be and the actions that you're taking to become that person. And that is always a frustrating disconnect. And a lot of times people blame that disconnect on self-discipline and a lack of willpower. And that is part of our relentless mission to make support less stigmatized, because ultimately what guides your motivation becomes a question. And saying that it boils down to self-discipline, personally, I think is lazy. All right. And what I mean by that is you have to be able to control. You have to have somebody that understands how to control your environmental conditions such that you do feel consistently motivated. Because there's no way that if you get 5 hours of sleep every night, there's no way that if your coping mechanism is drinking and eating a whole bunch, that you're going to feel good enough to exercise the next day, right? To go with that, this is from Happy Face. To go with that, I heard this: in order to be good at something, you must first accept being bad at it. Oh, that's good. I really like that, Happy Face. That's absolutely true. Especially with people that are inherently good at things, they can become very easily discouraged from certain things if they aren't initially good at it. In fact, I know a lot of very capable people that they tried something they thought they would just, knock it out of the ballpark. It's something they could have been very good at and could have had a lot of fun with. But because they initially got discouraged, probably because of high expectations of being a capable person in the first place, they never really got to learn to enjoy that exercise or that movement or that activity like they thought they could. So yeah, it does take time to get better. It's a long journey, and no matter how instant we want it to be, boot camps have been proven over and over and over again to be non-sustainable. Frankly, a money suck sometimes. That you really have to do them a certain way and enjoying a community like this if you want the change to be sustainable, right? When we do health coaching, we have a 90% retain and 90% sustain goal. And what that means is we don't give up on anybody, but we want at least 90% of the people. Let go of your frustration, grasshopper. I like that. We want at least 90% of the people that join us to stay with us until they reach their goal. And we want 90% of the people that reach their goal to sustain that goal after 6 months. Okay. So basically, there's an 80% chance that if you join our health coaching, you will go and reach your goal and maintain it for 6 months after you reach it, which you take that and you multiply it over quite some time. And that starts to become some sort of difference, especially if you try and scale up like we're trying to really help a lot of people reach their goals and frankly live in the body that they want to live in. I'm going off a lot right now for a break. Let's get back to the workout, and I'll go off more. Go off, King. I'll go off more at the end with the usual spiel. Okay. So with that said, hope you've had a good time to break. We've talked about our quote of the week. We've talked a little bit too much about the quote of the week. So let's get back to this. We've had some good stuff from Happy Face in the chat. Let's go back to our workout, and then we can chat more at the end. All right. Very well. I'm going back to full screen. Let's get to it. The lighting really improved in here. Wow. Look at that. All right. Back to our workout. If you're just joining, welcome. Hope you are ready to get a nice, easy workout in together to burn fat. Specifically, if designed it that way, 2 degrees. If you're just joining, welcome. My name's Seth. This is Connected Community Health Support. We're going to change your life. Just stay with us. Really, seriously. Just stay consistently life will be changed. Next up, we're starting with a single leg hinge from the top. This is set number 4 in round number 2. Starting in 3. Ready for it? 2, 1. Begin with the hinge exercise. This is a floor touch. If you want, you can do a single leg floor touch just by tapping the foot behind you gently. If you want, you can do doubles to become more comfortable with the motion, whatever works for you. All right. Here we are. Here we are. And time with that exercise already. See, it goes quick. You're burning fat. We're having fun together. All you have to do is just show up 4 times a week right now. If you want to start from the beginning of our program, sure. We are on YouTube. We've recorded every single day, and we put it up on YouTube. Warning, we weren't as good as this as we are now at CCHS, so it might be a little rough in the beginning. But go with it. It only gets better. Remember that. And in 3, 2, 1, we are starting with our lateral raises. Working the delts. 3, 2, 1, begin. Yeah, back before the world got crazy, I made a joke about it being boulder shoulder season. Lateral raises are great for your shoulders. I said it's vaccine season, which now is a much more politically charged statement than I ever meant for it to be. So we're going to disregard that I ever said that. But just know that this will get your shoulders nice and toned if that's what you are looking for. All other health discussions aside. 3, 2, 1, time with that exercise. Next up, we're moving on together to exercise number 3. Exercise number 3. Next up is going to be our D1 PNF upper body movement pattern. That's going to be taking a sword, pointing it to the sky. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Do it with me. Take the sword, point it to the sky. Other arm. Take the sword, point it to the sky. I'm doing doubles. I recommend you do both at the same time as well. And not only is this workout good for burning fat, this workout is also fantastic for just feeling great day to day, getting your movement in. My shoulders hurt a lot less than when I started doing this stream with Jacob Carroll and Adam Fox 23 weeks ago. Oh my goodness. Time with that exercise. We have somebody new in the chat. Try harder, please. Yeah. Hey, we got another Twitch person too. Welcome from the Twitch family. We always love to see it. Try harder, please. Welcome. As you can see, we have Fourth Dimension Happy Face in the community as well. If you're joining us and you're trying to lose weight or just trying to, maintain fitness, you've come to the right place. Oh, my bad. All right. Next up, we're staying with it. Toe taps, starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Here we are. Chat is going off. I love to see it. We're all doing some toe taps together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, time with that exercise. I need to catch up. If we went back in time, it would have felt like we've traveled to an alien world. Yeah, that's true. Absolutely. I've been here before. Mask face. My bad. Hope you're all doing good. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Hope everybody else is doing well as well. Almost at my goal weight. All right, we're pausing this. We're pausing the workout really quick. Almost at your goal weight. That is fantastic. Congratulations. We love to hear it. Now begins the next hard cycle, right? Getting the expectation set early of maintaining that. I hope you stay with us. And once you've reached your goal weight, support everybody else, because only when we do it together are we going to be able to maintain and sustain our goals. Congratulations. Keep up the work. You're almost there. I'd love to see all of you get along in the chat. That makes the heart really happy. Looks like we're all starting to join the movement. Came very, very far. Congratulations. Made the lifestyle switch last October. Also awesome. 1 year to make that change. Well done and good luck. 180. Oh my God. we're going to keep going with the workout now because I could go forever with this, but that's a lot of progress. That's impressive. Inspiration right there. All right. Next up, we have our squats. Join me in squats. Here we are. Of course, you can do the lateral squats. I feel like doing the bilateral squats this time. Squatting together, reading the chat. 6. Keep it going. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. And time with that exercise. Of course, after the squats, we have our push-ups. Go ahead. We have 15 seconds to type in the chat before we begin our push-ups. All right. If you're going to do it, do so now. I want to build muscle after having lost 180 pounds now. Also need to not fall back. And, that is why we specifically put into our goals that we have a sustaining goal as well. Not just getting people to the goals, keeping them at the goals, because it is hard. It is hard to maintain as it is to reach that goal. So congratulations, and we're here for you as you enter the next phase of your weight loss. Congratulations, seriously. Push-ups together. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Ooh. Doing push-ups together. I'm going from the knees. Push them together. And this, when you do push-ups every single day. You were talking about building muscle. Yeah, you do push-ups 4 times a week. And tell me you don't feel like your chest and triceps are getting stronger and like you're building muscle. Time with that exercise. Nice. My wrist hurts, so I'm doing them from the knuckles like an old school military person or a psychopath, one of the two. Next up, after push-ups, we have our D2 movement pattern. Start from the bent over position. And 3, 2, 1, begin. Kiss the bicep, high five the wall. Kiss the bicep, high five the wall. Go ahead and repeat. Kissing each side. Careful not to knock yourself out with your massive biceps. I know, we're all Arnold Schwarzenegger out here doing damage with our muscles. I don't know. Keep it going. Kiss the bicep. Push the arm away. 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. All right. Yeah. Also, try harder, please. If you'd like to, I might recommend grabbing something like this. If you really want to build muscle, just a 5-pounder, and doing this program with it whenever you can. Might work out pretty well, depending on where you want to build muscle. We also do virtual personal training if you want one-on-one, in-home, on-screen, anytime kind of personal training. Yeah, we're good at that too. Next up, we have our boxing, starting in 3, 2, 1. Ready? Begin. Left, right, left, right. Here we go. Left, right. Nice and smooth. If you can still type, I hope you can still talk. Keep it working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. There it goes. Bang! Set number 4 out of the ballpark. Crash Bandicoot kick it out of here. We have, after my little dance, about 30 more seconds now. Really quick, I'm going to plug our new nutrition thing. We just dropped 35, of course, absolutely free, easy, cheap, nutritious, and delicious recipes on our blog. We have the calorie count, the ingredients, the instructions, a nice picture, and where we got them from, all on our blog. Completely free, easy way to make your nutrition a little bit different, spice things up a little bit. Highly recommend you go and check those out right after this. There's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, vegetarian options, vegan options. And I think we're going to try and stream somebody making those recipes on live. We'll give you a heads up which one we're doing, and you can follow along. grab the ingredients that week and then follow along on the weekend. Follow along on the weekend, and you should be able to follow along and make those recipes with them. Maybe even make some meal prep for the rest of the week. Well, very excited. Hope you're excited for that too. Might even invite on Whisk Management on Instagram. Whisk Management. He's a financial planner. Instead of risk management, it's Whisk Management. Yeah. I'm about to make them myself. Fourth Dimension. Absolutely going to make them myself because I saw them. I said, these are too good to share and not also do. So I might be one of the people on there making the recipes with y'all. Set number 5. This is always the one you have to power through. Hinges starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Touch the floor, stand up. Tap the foot behind you, touch the floor, stand up. Here we are. 4th, thank you for seeing them. I always worry that we put that stuff out there on the Insta or the Facebook and that people don't see them. So I'm glad you got into action as well. I love using that back foot as a balance. Feels so much more stable just to have it on the floor. Last one. And time with that exercise. Tiempo con el ejercicio. Next up, after the first exercise, we have surprise, surprise exercise number 2. And that is going to be the best exercise that anybody could ever do in their entire life. And that is the lateral raise. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Ready. Flappy birds away. Why do I call them Flappy Birds? Well, if you don't know why these are called Flappy Birds, with the greatest of respect, with all due respect, you got to get out more, all right? If you don't recognize this, you got to get out more or move to a place with more birds. To be fair, I don't know any place that doesn't have birds in their area, but I'm not going to make any assumptions. I'm not going to assume you don't have birds, but there's a chance, all right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with the lateral raises. Shoulders feeling good. Next up, we have the D1 movement pattern. The D1 is taking the sword, as we've discussed, and turning it into a goalpost. Or like that really cocky knight that's like running a battle, like, double hand overhead. Unimportant. 3, 2, 1, ready, begin. Here we are. Am I doing both of these from my knees so that I can be up and close? Absolutely. And might I recommend keeping the hands close to your head, close to your body as you do this. You'll feel it more if you keep it close to your body. Hand comes from the pocket towards the chin, up to the sky. Just for a little more guidance if you want it. All right, here we are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Beautiful. We have a solid community working this morning, all working towards our health goals together. That makes the heart very happy. Again, we'll be back on Monday at 7:30 a.m. You can join completely anonymously, as all of our community has so far. That's what we love to do. Lose weight without any stigma. If you want, you can even use an alias like we have over here. We love it. Thank you, Twitch. Next up, stand up. If you aren't already standing. Toe taps. Ready? Begin. Touch a toe or get as close as you can. All right. Maybe we aren't down 180 pounds over the course of 52 weeks, which that's an average of what, like over 3 pounds a week? Quick math. Yep. Which is an absolutely unfathomable consistency and progress, to which I say, well done. And time with the toe touches. Now, usually what we recommend is 1 to 2 pounds per week, but I understand that some people, especially if you have 180 to lose, can make progress even faster with the help of a physician. Usually, if not, Godspeed and good work to you, because that's impressive. Remind me not to step there. Water's now wet. Lateral squats or squats. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Here we are. Squatting together. I always prefer to throw the hands back, like I'm about to jump for something. Of course, you don't have to. You can keep them in front of you. I prefer what I call the ice cream pose. Eating ice cream or the burger. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with the squats. Like I said, set number 5. This is where you need the most motivation. Keep working through it. 6, we're almost done. 6 feels good. All right. Push-ups. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Ready. Begin with the push-ups. Making progress. From the counter, from the couch, from the floor, from the door, doing push-ups together. We all want more. Weight loss and gains by using our brains to work smarter, not harder, so we don't go insane. 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Yes, that was off the top of my head. Will I ever be able to replicate that again? Not without going back and watching the replay to see what I said. So I might have to go to Connected CHS on YouTube to see what I just said. Anyway, next up, D2 movement pattern. Forearms on the thighs. Time to kiss the bicep. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Kiss. Throw it back. Kiss. Throw it back. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Reach across the body, back. Reach across the body, back. I like to get both going at the same time. Feels good for your bicep, your anterior delt, your posterior delt, a whole bunch of other muscles that I don't feel like naming. Maybe your lats. I guess I'll say latissimus dorsi. Yeah, big words. Time with that exercise. My breath is getting going too fast. That's how I know I need to calm down the intensity. Next up, boxing. Wow. We're already there. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Left, right, left, right. Get it going at your own pace. Keep breathing. Try not to move. Be a pillar that your arms project from. Nothing makes me feel more capable than practicing to defeat my enemies. Work out. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Get out of here. Don't leave. Please don't leave. Not yet. Like stay, but get that set 5 is anyway. Next up, we have set number 6, and then we can chat a little bit with any questions you might have at the end. I'll stick around. I got nowhere to be today. We have 15, 14, 13 more seconds until we start set number 6. Let me get a whoop whoop for set number 6. I mistimed that. Ready? Whoop whoop. I actually just heard something coming from up north. Good job, Happy Face. I appreciate that. Hope the family doesn't mind your whoop whooping. All right, here we go. Single leg hinge. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. There it is. Thank you in the chat. Sorry, the ocean's pretty big. I couldn't hear it from where 4th is. 3, 2, 1. And double time, double speed. Boom, 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 boom. Just kidding. That made me kind of nauseous. All right, don't do that. Don't do that. Bad idea. Time with that exercise. Hold it. All right. Sorry. I apologize. Moving on. Pretend that didn't happen. We never tried double speed. Lateral raises. So much stuff just popped. Popping isn't bad as long as it doesn't hurt. If it hurts, then maybe go and get it checked out. All right. Next up, lateral raises. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Here we are. We're almost done. Bear with me. Keep it working. This is the last set. If there was ever a time to feel a little bit of a burn, it is now. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. I felt that one for sure. Next up, D1 movement pattern. Exercise number 3. Getting in a solid workout before our weekend to feel good. And then, of course, we'll come back to it on Monday. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Desheath and back. Here we are. We're just cranking through this set. It's got to feel good. Your breath is probably up. If you're like me, you're sweating already. Perhaps you get the reminders multiple times a day to say, hey, be mindful, be intentional with your time, money, and energy to live a sustainably healthy lifestyle. Time with that exercise. My shoulders are officially on fire. If you're kneeling like me, feel free to stand on up. Now, if you don't like the way it feels to touch your toes or to reach out in front of you, feel free to just do high knees. All right, and see how it feels. 3, 2, 1, begin. Toe touch. Can be a toe touch out in front if you like. Or, of course, it can just be a high knees, trying to touch your knee to an elbow. I'm going back down the ladder. And then here we are, touching the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Next up, after our toe touches, we have our squats. Give me a bilateral squat, or if you feel comfortable with it, a lateral squat, which is a unilateral technically, but here we are, doesn't matter. Starting that in 8 seconds. After this next exercise, during this exercise, think about your plans for the week. 3, 2, 1, begin. Think about your plans for the weekend. And after the squats, take a second, throw them into the chat. What are you going to be doing this weekend? Anything fun? 5 ideas, 5 people were in the chat. 3, 2, 1. And time, throw them into the chat. What are you doing this weekend? I can tell you what I may or may not be doing. I might be going fishing. The jury is still out. I heard there's a nice pond that we can trek into with tons of good fish. This is fishing now, I suppose. And of course, the chats probably won't pop up until we begin our next exercise because of the delay, but that's the way it is. Push-ups, almost done. Bear with me. 3, 2, 1. Begin the push-ups. Here we are. Pushing the floor away. Keep it up. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. We're almost done, folks. We're almost done. And then we can chat and be happy and merry, knowing that we have our exercises in for the day. All right. Next up, stand on up if you weren't already standing. We have the D2 movement pattern. D2 movement pattern. Forearms on the knees. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Kiss the bicep, push it away. Repeat that on both sides. We're almost done. Palm facing the sky as you kiss the bicep. Palm facing the sky as you push it away. Palm up, rotate, palm up. Here we are. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise. Which leaves just one more left, one more bout of exercise, and then you can go off and enjoy your weekend. Feel good for the remainder of the day, maybe for the next couple of days. Feel more energized. I know we all feel more energized after a good workout. 3, 2, 1, begin. Here we are. Boxing. Begin. Join me. Boss fight. Last stage. Finish home. Left, right, left, right. We're going to go doubles here in a second. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right. Keep it going. We're going to do a left, left, right action here coming up in a second. Ready? Begin. Left, left, big right. Left, left, big right. Left, left, big right. Switch sides. Right, right, big left. Right, right, big left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time with that exercise workout for today. As promised, full body. As promised, an hour long of aerobic exercise, completely instructional, completely body weight. Now let's take a second. Let's get a little bit of a cool down in. I love the self hugs. Breathing through your nose. And now, as you're breathing through your nose, giving yourself some big old bear hugs, swinging your arms side to side and forward and back. I'm going to take a second to talk about mindset, which is our fourth pillar, and arguably one of the most important for lasting lifestyle health change, for progress, for happiness, for sustainable weight loss. This week, we're talking about what a growth mindset means. So we'll come in a second after our cool down. Take your legs, leg swing forward and back. And we'll talk about what it means to have a growth mindset, not in a stereotypical way, but in a healthy, framed way. Switch legs. If you want to be more loosey-goosey about it, you absolutely may. Just get them swinging. Some hacky sack skips. More so just some hacky sack rotations. Here we are. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. As we're talking, feel free to stretch what you need. I'm going to pull up my handy dandy chair here. Pull this in closer. Hello. I'm kind of like peering down at you. What are you doing? No, it's just an easier way to communicate. Maybe right there. All right. Hello. Let's talk about mindset. Okay. Growth mindset traditionally is people saying you need to grow 1% every single day. And that way you'll be 1,000,000% better by the time you're 65 and you can retire and live happily. Motivation isn't numerical. Motivation isn't like finances, right? It's one of those things where you don't aim 1% every single day. Eventually, for this, has diminishing returns, right? And that's not to demotivate you. That's just to say that eventually you're going to reach the kind of person that you do want to be. And then it's not a matter of necessarily 1% better every single day. It's just a matter of becoming mindful of who you are, becoming mindful of where you want to be, and then living intentionally to reach that person. I think the quote of the week kind of does a great job of compiling that, and that it helps you become mindful of the disconnect between the life you want to live and the actions that you are currently taking to be there. And it doesn't matter where you currently are. Okay. It doesn't matter if you are 5 pounds overweight. It doesn't matter if you are 500 pounds overweight. The stigma that we experience in health and fitness is what prevents a lot of us from thinking that we are the kind of person that can get fit. And that's bullcrap. And that's why Connected Community Health Support talks so much about stigma-free support, because anybody can reach their goals. Anybody can change their life. It just gets harder and harder. And the farther into the cycle we get, the harder it is, and the more frustrating it is, and the more stigmatized it becomes to start to begin that journey. Which is why I say it's not a matter of where you're at, it's a matter of where you are going and the actions that you are taking to get there. Okay. Growth. Growth is a consistent journey. And like our friend here in the chat that lost 180 pounds, as they're experiencing now, they're entering the new phase where it's not a matter of growth anymore, right? It's maintenance. And that in itself is a challenge and something to be very proud of. And it really is lifestyle health when we say that, right? We say that for a reason. It's not just a matter of weight loss goals, stealing your money for 5 days in a boot camp and then realizing that you've lost, 10 pounds of water weight and then you gain it all back afterwards because we did a video on carbohydrates and salt and how much weight you can lose really quickly. And we're not trying to, use that science to manipulate you. We're really trying to make a positive impact and set people's expectations and goal up for the long term so that they can have sustainable change, right? So when we say mindset, when we say growth mindset, that's really what we mean. Making something sustainable, setting your expectations out early, and really defining what actions you need to take to reach who you want to be, right? If there's a disconnect between those actions and between your goal person, well, that's why we're here, right? That's why we're here to start to address those and to figure out how we can bridge that gap in a healthy and stigma-free way, right? If you have any questions on that, feel free to shoot them into the chat. I will go off a little bit longer and just talk a little bit more while I wait for, of course, any comments into the chat. I'm also going to exit full screen here and share our routine. There we go. Check us out, connectedchs.com. Other stuff, of course, we have blogs which expand upon all of the information that we share in these tidbits. These tidbits are the core of our lifestyle health program. And this information is all available for free. We understand that it's not just knowing what to do. It's about applying it in a practical and accessible way for a lot more Americans than health and fitness is currently gauged towards. That's because marketers know that people that are currently exercising are much more likely to give them more money, which is why we said, well, there's a lot of people that could use our true help and support instead of just making a money grab. So that's why we're here. And that's why we're doing so much free stuff, including that blog, including our social media. So feel free to go check us out at connectedchs.com. We have a blog. We have our actual community groups where we can hop on and say, try harder, please. You lost how much weight? Wow, congratulations. Tell me how you did it and stuff of the like. We have a free lifestyle health quiz that's kind of fun on there too. And we have a weekly newsletter along with all of our quotes of the week. So fourth dimension, thank you so much as always for joining. Really appreciate you and all of your engagement in the chat. Hope you had a wonderful workout today and have a wonderful weekend yourself. Happy face. I know you're still sticking around. You can hear me out there. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend yourself. And I will look forward to maybe not myself seeing you on Monday, but you can bet that somebody from Connected Community Health Support will be here with you live at 7:30 a.m. on Monday to continue to help to reach your health and fitness goals. All right. Let's stick around for just another second. Try harder, please. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you can still hear me, if you're still sticking around, anybody else that is viewing the chat, thank you so much. My name is Seth Spicer. This is the Connected Community Health Support free exercise stream progressive workout program hitting your entire body, requiring no experience, requiring no equipment. Thank you so much. CCHS signing off for day